Right, we got to start attacking with this. We got to get it big, and we got to get it big fast. Give other elusive allies +2/+2 this round. Okay. I mean, that is pretty brutal. Let us go. First strike battering ram. Let's go. That's an agile battering ram, my man. All right, now do we just give it barrier? I think we attack with it and plan for them to have a Will of Ionia here. Or we plan for them to take 12 to the face because they had noble Wills of Ionias. If it looks like I look like poop today, it's not because I didn't shower or anything crazy like that. It's merely an artifact of the camera lens. It adds 5 pounds of disgust to your body. I didn't just get out of bed. I've been up all day. Yeah, I'm moving my camera. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, what are we doing? Early game, we got nothing. We got a 5-1 and 2 detains. I think that's both of them. I think we're only running 2 right now. My hair is going so gray. It's crazy. Katarina is good, but man, does it feel bad to play on 3 in some matchups.
Hey.
Sure. This will let me kill their 2-1. And I think I will do that. Play Katarina as well. 5-4 no block. I guess this is just better. We don't need to level up Katarina right now. Develops less pressure. What you got, what you gonna do, where you gonna go. Okay, we will absolutely just kill that. I think their card's higher value than ours. Theirs can hit us for unblockable damage every turn. Okay. You still can't block, but that's cool. Easy. Alright. Casual 25% of their Nexus health. No prob. We are gaining access to detain right now. Purify would have been really good last turn. We could play this, and we could also play Purify. So that's fine with me. Trying to think. We don't need... That can't block. We don't care. Okay, we now attack.
To the point.
I think this is just good no matter what. Whatever this blocks, we can keep alive. Well, +3/+3 and ephemeral. It would that doesn't make any sense. It would have killed it anyway. Ah, okay. You are going to capture that. That was actually nuts. It wouldn't have killed my Katarina though, regardless. Because Katarina would have gotten maybe. I think she recalls before she would have died. At least I'm pretty confident that's how it works. We still left enough mana up to purify. We'll keep that purify mana. We're gonna want it next turn. We could use a rally effect. I mean, we have a rally effect, I suppose, in Katarina, but yeah, I guess. Play Katarina, we still have 4 mana left. Trying to think, because we could just capture that. But then we're starting to look, I don't like the way this thing is looking. Oh shit, look at this though. We could, that's right, we could purify our own bro in response to them wanting to kill it with something. Oh, that's actually, that's nasty. I will gladly take 2 damage. unfortunately. We could stop it, but I think purifying this is probably more important right now. 3 mana next turn. Let's just purify and do this. And we're going up to 7, right? 3, 6, 7. So it'd be 4, 5, 6. It's only 4, 5, 6. So we could probably play. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can just play one of these now anyway.
I need just a moment.
Double its power and health. The health is not amazing right now, but... Well, we don't want to play Katarina yet. This is actually kind of interesting for us. We could make this a 10 attack thing. Let's go ahead and give this barrier. We could still purify this in response to them trying to remove it. I don't think there's any burst spells that will kill it. It's kind of annoying, I'll admit. It's not too bad, though.
I'll cut them apart.
We'll absolutely attack here. I will absolutely attack here. And this will hold back for now. Because I have 5, 6. I wanted to be able to do 4, 5, 6 to attack an additional time. Okay. Now what did they got?
Never.
Katarina. Take us to church. Okay. They've only got 1 mana left, so I'm not too concerned.
For glory.
Let's do, this is 4, 8, bop, bop. This is, they have lost here, right? Because they're taking 4, 8, 9, 10. No, you're right. Hmm. 4, 8, 9, 10. I guess we can, do it like this and hope for the best. We could purify that other thing, but I really don't want to give up my only purify. They have 1 mana. I don't think that there's a card that keeps them alive here. Whew! We did it! You know, we held that purify a bit too long. It would have been good in a lot of situations there, but when you have a Hecarim and you have like another 4/4 on the same unit, it's a bit nerve-wracking to just get rid of your purify. Anyway, they never tried to remove it. Maybe they didn't have any removal. Lucian, Vlad. They're probably running tough if they're running Demacia, and Lucian's probably just more of a good 2-drop. I actually kind of like having Rally here. It might help us get ahead on the board. Like, because, like, it'll help us force them to block in situations they may not want to.
I'll do better this time.
Because, like, even though Relentless Pursuit in the early game could be, instead of just, like, winning the game, it could be like, oh, do extra damage to the Nexus. It could also, once you get them low enough, if you get them low enough, fast enough, if you get them low enough, fast enough, then they start having to block, so it does become removal. Doing this doesn't do anything right now. I am going to grab this.
The world awaits. Forward. Show them the might of Noxus.
Yeah, we got it. We have to keep Purify up here.
Come here, darling.
Are they actually just gonna trade it? Oh, dude, I'm totally cool with that. Yours is a build around card. Mine's a 2-drop. This actually still has quick attack for the rest of the round, which is kind of funny.
I need the reputation.
For 1 mana, can they deal? I don't even care if they can. I would yeah, let's play this. We're going with the 4 next turn. We could play a 2-drop and Purify. We don't need to hold spell mana up to Rally right now. I mean, they can hit us for 3, right? No problem.
Everyone bleeds for the right prize.
Now we could block 1. Would I block 1? Thanks, so. Especially if they spend mana to try to keep it alive with Tough. They did still get a card out of it, though. I was hoping they'd give it Tough. That way they spend mana and just lose an additional card for that.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
We have potential lethal here if they don't play any minions, but we know that's not going to happen.
Soldiers, to me!
I'll cut them apart. You're
Okay.
mine.
Charge!
Guess I might as well do this.
Not the face!
I want to keep this guy alive if possible. We have another Purify for this if they have a way to... I mean, they have the burst spell transfusion we can't do anything about, though. We will Purify. We do not get a rally this turn then. That's fine. But their thing is still dead and they don't get any cards out of it.
Remember me.
They got past me.
We're running low on steam here, no doubt. We could use a battering ram. A third Purify is no doubt really good. It's worse in this deck, against this deck, than some other decks, I feel like, because of, just because of how, you...
Remember your lessons?
Teach me again.
How many burst spells they have.
Fine.
You will capture that. And I will skip the block, as I cannot block. Pretty much gonna have to block this turn, right?
Cut him down!
We will attack.
Let's get a good look at you.
They have a way to keep this alive. Transfusion can't be played right now with only one follower. One unit. I will use my third. Actually, we can just detain that. It's even better. Because I don't want to give them a chance to purify. Ooh. No, not very good.
Hello, my darling.
My shield is
I can
yours.
barrier this. Attack. I don't know if they have a way to gain life in that deck, but I will rally. I really don't want to have to purify the barrier off this guy if that comes up. Which is possible, but in case it does. Do we attack with this as well? It forces them to take 5. No, because then they could block this with this next turn and it doesn't make a difference. Come on, battering ram, where are you at? Alright, so barriers outlived its usefulness. We would be able to purify. Battering ram. How are you doing today? You look so good. You look so good. Do we do it? What you got? You got, oh, he's tough. That's a tough motherfucking Vlad, man. An ally and an enemy both strike each other? Okay, well. All right, we're not done yet. We will purify. We can choose between killing Vlad or letting them get a bunch of stuff back. We will choose to let this happen because this is still going to be lethal and they don't get any things back. We can attack. You can only block one of this, and you could block 3 there, right? Goes down to -1. How much does that block? This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that the toughness does block an additional 1. Let's go. That Vlad was tough. Wasn't tough enough. All right, this is the game. I feel it. We're getting battering ram. Now, one issue about battering ram in this deck against this matchup is that it is pretty, like, I guess all things that attack a lot, it is vulnerable to frost. But maybe even less so, because if you rally and you attack again, it gets some attack back. I like keeping our early game here. Detain is good removal, but here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. Our 3 is, like, good.
Quietly.
Reporting
I
in.
cannot block, but that's okay. I will get in for more damage. We play this.
Okay.
I think we do. I think we use this instead.
Looking for this?
Even if they get rid of my attack, I still live, so I'm not too hurt about it. Oh, they didn't even do anything. Well, isn't that nice of them? All right, now I definitely should have played that card.
Hey, Krabby.
So they are playing Elusive AF. We could play Katarina and attack twice next turn. I don't know if that's what we want to do, but getting Katarina leveled up early is probably nice. Yeah, we will accept our fate. This is better with Battering Ram. Yeah, maybe I should have played that. I don't know. I kind of like having this guy alive, though.
Only fools hesitate.
I will just attack for 6. You do have Detain up now. I don't know what happens on Katarina. I don't know what happens if you recall after detaining. Yeah, that's fine with me. You're playing probably even a more aggressive deck than I am, honestly.
No one gets in my way.
Doink.
They got past
All right, so we got leveled up Katarina without too much pressure.
Let's go.
They got one drop. No, okay, they got them both. Oh, and the other 1-drop they got was the other Omen Hawk. Well, isn't that crazy? We want to develop actual board presence, so we are going to plop these down. Plus, we can play Katarina and attack with these, and they're absolutely nuts. Like, we literally run 2 different units that don't have 5 attack for the most part, and they're all in our hand right now. We're definitely going to have to detain. We can also just remove the keywords and block it. It becomes a 2-2, but I think we'd probably rather detain.
Strike for the balance.
Get the drop on him.
Defend the Empire.
Right? No, I think we just take that, and I think we just capture this. Because even if it comes back purified almost. Like, right, it loses the +2/+2. Okay. That sucked. We might just lose off of that. I was not expecting a Will of Ionia. Jesus Christ. All right. We're at 8. That's at 4. We can still block that. It's not that scary. Not yet, anyway.
Silent as death.
All right. We got to start attacking with this. We got to get it big, and we got to get it big fast.
I'll take care of this.
That only blocks 1 point of damage. I hope they are aware. They maybe they want room to play something. So what are we coming up to? We're coming up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have 8 mana next turn. That'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have enough to play 2 units and a Purify. We're definitely going to Purify this.
I go unseen.
They probably have other Wills of Ionias, but that's not a huge deal to us. I mean, it sucks, but it's not, like, disgustingly bad. That's nice. That's nice of them for us. Thank you. That was wonderful news. They were going for lethal, but we had the counterplay. Purify has been fucking phenomenal. We will play Quick Attack or Barrier. I guess this is better if they don't block it.
An unstoppable force.
Give other elusive allies +2/+2 this round. Okay.
Never.
I mean, that is pretty brutal. Katarina,
They should be.
let's go. Let us go. Taking 12. Come on. Okay, that's 100% dead. First strike battering ram, let's go. That's an agile battering ram, my man. All right, now do we just give it barrier? I think we attack with it. and plan for them to have a Will of Ionia here. Or we plan for them to take 12 to the face because they had Noble Wills of Ionias. So today's deck is honestly kind of a simple one, but it just sounded fun and it's something I wanted to try for a little while here. Basically, I wanted to put 3 battering rams in a deck and just make a whole deck built around battering rams. Battering ram is a 6 mana 0/12 with Overwhelm. Like you're thinking, that sounds shit. What good is 0 attack with Overwhelm? But every time battering ram attacks, it gets +4 attack. Not until end of round, it just gets +4 attack. So my main idea was just put a battering ram and rally in a deck. If you can get multiple rallies off on this thing, it's attacks for 4, 8, 12. And if once it's attacking for 12 with 4 Overwhelm, 8 Overwhelm, then 12 Overwhelm, that's typically enough just to kill an opponent outright. So the idea is to play it so you can attack with it, and then like rally or something like that. And it's not too hard to get 2 rallies in this deck. So how are we doing it? We're running 3 Relentless Pursuits because that card's 3 mana fast rally. Really good, catches a lot of opponents off guard, especially when you have things that are this big. And honestly, with Battering Ram, with Overwhelm, even if they block it, it's not really accomplishing anything. Then we're also running 3 Katarina. I think that's all the rally we have currently in the deck. There's a few more rally cards, but they're not as good. So yeah, we're running 6 rally cards. Katarina, Relentless Pursuit. Katarina is really good, obviously for, it's like basically a 4 mana rally because you have to play it, attack with it, have it come back to your hand, then you could play it and rally, but you could rally twice with the same card, which is pretty cool. But she's kind of bad on turn 3, but you kind of want to find some time to get her in there to level her up so you can rally her. You can have, that rally later. Really, really, really good card. I don't think this is the perfect home for her, but for the meme idea of battering ram, I think it is totally awesome. I think it's basically necessary. So outside of that, we're just trying to kind of stay alive because we need to live till turn 6 or turn 7 rather, to play battering ram and then attack with it a couple times. But we're also just kind of playing like just kind of good stuff. Not anything hyper synergistic. We're running powerful 1-drop. Honestly, we could probably go with a more defensive 1-drop because battering ram usually gets the job done on his own. But if you don't draw battering ram, we do have a more aggressive lower to the ground package in here that can get us the win as well. Bright Steel Protector, just a fantastic card. Obviously, it's better when you have a 1-drop to play it on. But even if you don't, if you're playing this on turn 3 after playing like a Legion Drummer into a Bright Steel Protector, giving barrier to the Legion Drummer, then you're attacking with a 3/2 barrier and a 3/2 quick attack. So it's just like they're pretty darn good together. Legion Drummer is obviously fantastic with Trofarian Glory Seeker. 2 mana 5/1 Challenger, can't block. You don't want to block with it for the most part, but use this to kill whatever you want. Sometimes it gets in for damage. Great card. Purify, this card was a 1 of, and then I played more games, I made it a 2 of. I played more games, I made it a 3 of. It feels so good in so many matchups right now. It's not good against like Fiora decks, but there's not as many of those around where they stack all their cards on one Fiora because this can't target champions. It can only target followers. But there is a lot of times people are using combat tricks to try to get positive trades. And then you already had like a decent trade. And then they'll invest more cards and then you'll just like, boom, you'll just undo everything they did. And sometimes if they already had buffs on it, you get to even, you can sometimes trade and have your guy live with the Purify as well. It's like a really good combat trick. Purify is just phenomenal. Also, quick side note, it's ridiculously good with Detain. If you have Detain, capture a unit, put it on your thing, you could Purify your own unit, and then that unit no longer gives those detained units back. Detain is basically a Vengeance for 2 less mana at fast speed. I mean, I guess Vengeance is fast speed as well, but it's a lot of times it's like Vengeance, but it doesn't kill it. So they don't trigger like Last Grasp or things like that. So a lot of times Detain's even better. Obviously, there are the situations where your thing dies and they just get it right back, and that sucks. But for the most part, that doesn't happen too much. We're also playing Trofarian, Reckless Trofarian, mostly because it's a 5/4 for 3. It's just pretty good. This is a 5/1. We're playing enough things with 5 attack where I felt like we should have some draw. The Trofarian Assessor. And we are playing 2 meme Redoubled Valor. There's no way this card needs to be in here. I just wanted to try it. I never actually drew this and Battering Ram at the same time in quite a few games that I played. But fully heals an ally, then doubles its power and health. This is a 0/12, right? And when it attacks, like even if it only attacked once, there's a good chance that it's gonna, heal up the full, and it'll be like an 8/24. you know, which is ridiculous. And it's going to get even bigger than that. So most of the time when you use it, this is probably a card I wouldn't put in the deck if you're trying to make this more competitive though. Radiant Strike, good combat trick. Arachnid Sentry, honestly, just great card. You know, we're just playing a lot of like the good earlier cards that trade, help keep us alive, just help us get us to the later parts of the mid game so we could destroy them with Battering Ram. Plus, we have enough things that are pretty good and can win the game on its own that this will eat a lot of removal. This stuff will just eat a lot of removal, so they don't usually have like the good answers to our Battering Ram. And typically it already dodges things like Rasa and Shadow Isles. The only thing it doesn't avoid is Detain, and Will of Ionia hits it pretty hard, and like Vengeance, things that target it directly. But any kind of damage-based removal or destroy the weakest things are both not particularly strong against Battering Ram. So it does dodge quite a bit of common removal as well. And that's basically it, you know. Play Battering Ram, attack as many times as fast as you can. It's the main goal. The earlier you can get Battering Ram down and start attacking, the better. If you play Battering Ram, you can also sometimes give it Barrier. It's not that useful because they're not blocking it a lot, but will usually block it, you know, with something. I prefer giving it Quick Attack just because Overwhelm Quick Attack is just disgusting together already. Yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. I hope you like the deck. I hope you like the clips. If you do, you want to see more in the future, hit subscribe. There will be more videos, more decks in the future. Thank you very much. The Purplatypus is Purplatypus.